All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. Rise and shine. This a great start to the day. I'm Wesh 2, first warning meteorologist Burris. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully getting your day started. It is an absolutely beautiful morning outside. I'm going to try and sneak in a quick little flight before work today. So I've got my suit over my shoulder. Um, in terms of like technical nerd jargon, I'm trying it a little differently. I'm broadcasting Coffee Talk out of Wesh, but I'm using myself as a live shot instead of just running the entire thing out of the car. So hopefully the only thing that'll go downhill if my signal goes downhill is my video. But the graphics and everything should be just perfect because we're running it out of Wesh with that powerful internet connection. Anyway, rise and shine, my friends. Let's take a live look at see what's doing. Disney Springs, good morning. You're looking great. Little bit of haze, not too bad. Orlando International Airport looking great. Let's head over to Tavares, see what's doing there. Oh, the sun is shining bright. It is a beautiful start to the day. One of the spots looking at going today, maybe Ocala. Maybe do a quick touch and go up in Ocala before work. Yeah, weather doesn't look great there. Probably not going to do that. I mean, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. The weather's lovely in Ocala. It's just not really looking like good visual weather. Not for a good VFR flight. So probably not going to do that. All right. Anyway, Orlando, you're looking great, certainly. Let's look over to the beaches, shall we? Port Canaveral, see what's doing this morning. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty. There's some offshore showers, but all in, it's a lovely start to the day. So I hope you're having a great morning in your neighbor. Otherwise, yeah, we've got a little bit of haze. That's fine. We can deal with that all day, every day. Let's pop up our first warning live Doppler radar and see what's doing. We've got coastal showers. It's not bad, right? Here's a live look at that radar. And yeah, there are some of these little showers here or there. Let me put this on loop, and you kind of see the shower's not really doing much. Maybe they're trying to sneak in just a little bit. Doesn't look too bad. So yeah, it's a nice morning. I will say though that like while yes, it's a nice morning, we definitely get into storms later today, mid to upper 70s, even some lower 80s around. And we're going with impact weather today once again because like yesterday, widespread showers and thunder showers, some torrential downpours, all of that fun stuff. Yeah. Let me grab my protein shake up here. Take a swig of that. The coverage of showers and storms. Yeah. Blues over on YouTube says, good morning from a cloudy and humid St. Augustine. Rain on the way. Cheers. Yeah. Larry says, ugly, wet, breezy on Georgia coast. Where's summer? It's definitely been a different summer. That's for sure. Not your normal summer. I guess that's weather, right? Even Phil Klotzbach come out yesterday talking about some of the reasoning that our hurricane season has been as fakakta as it's been. So anyway, there's a look at the rain chances. Here's our afternoon high temperatures, upper 80s, even some mid 80s at the beaches, but for most of us, it's lower 90s. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast, get an idea of exactly where we're headed in terms of our rain chances today. All right, sound good. Here's 8 o'clock this morning, looking good. 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, still a beautiful morning. But notice getting into the afternoon, we start to see more of these. Let me just back this up a smidge, right? Like 1 o'clock, even 12 o'clock. I'll be on West 2 News at noon today. Popcorn showers by 1 o'clock. A few heavier downpours. 2 o'clock, so much rain developing. 3 p.m., yeah. Some of these heavier storms, right? 4 o'clock, stormy weather just west of the metro, and then kind of continuing 5, 6 o'clock, little bit by little bit, we're working out that direction. So based on the current forecast thinking, once again today, unfortunately, it's going to be active enough. There's going to be enough torrential rain around that we're going with impact weather, okay? No, this is not hype. This is a lot of people have, and maybe that's a good thing to talk about. A lot of people have asked, like, why are we starting to talk about things like impact weather? What is that? So y'all know we have consultants, and those consultants say even though your rain chances are up there 70%, 60%, whatever, it's a good idea to try and really show exactly when the worst of the weather will be. When will it impact you? Oh, okay. So that's where impact weather comes from. So no, it's not a hype technique. It's just a way that we're trying to better explain the forecast. All right. So that's what that is. Just so that everybody knows it's not impact or it's not hype. It's just talking about when will the weather really impact you, 3 to 8 o'clock. We're only doing this on days where it's particularly impactful. Okay. Jeannie says a dad hat and poncho kind of day, people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Christy says I'm manifesting fall or at least the cooler temperatures. Please, please, please. I can't promise it, but we'll do the best we can. Jan says not looking good for O'Galley area. Rain is heading away. Well, and to that point, yeah, I mean, rain chances. Let me dial this up here. Rain chances are kind of best further inland from you. So unfortunately, yeah, the further, metro off to the west is where we're really looking at the highest rain chances today. So just plan, if you live along the shoreline, you may be lucky. Yeah, we'll go with that. But for the rest of us, you may not be as lucky. You may not get into the rain, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. All right. So that said, that's where we're at for today. Let's take a look at Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. And that way, if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, we can chat about our local forecast. Otherwise, we can get going out into the tropics. All right. Rain coverage stays high for the next couple of days. 70% coverage. And rain chances should come down just a little bit for this weekend. I'm working both Saturday and Sunday, so I'll be with you on West 2 New Sunrise. Both Saturday and Sunday. And then, yeah, looking at next week, rain chances start to come back up. Okay. Sound good? I'll take lucky, Jan says. Agreed. Carol says, we already had our rain for the day. You already had 1.5 inches. Goodness. Look at that. Debbie says, so you're saying Frank Burris will be moist if he steps out today? Yeah, kind of. Jeannie Rowan says, it's not sweat-o-weather yet. Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet. Michael says, you're freezing up. Look, there's only so much I can do. I'm doing coffee talk from a car next to a big metal hanger. So it is what it is. I've done everything I can to mitigate it and make it as best as possible. It's not going to be perfect. Next bedroom, such is life. Doing the best I can, people. That's all. All right. So, questions about that? Questions, comments, concerns, anything about that? Otherwise, we can start looking at the tropics, seeing what's doing there. There are 3 areas to monitor in the tropics. First off, let's just kind of look at the full shot, okay? Very suspect. I don't want to see even very suspect, just very unique that we are almost to the peak of hurricane season, and we have 3 areas with a low chance of development. There's just not a lot there. Just not a lot there. Right? Phil Klotzbach talked a little bit about this. There's several things happening. We talked about this a lot on our Tracking the Tropics broadcast yesterday at 10 o'clock. But yeah. So let's kind of get into where we're at. First off, I'm going to kind of breeze through the 2 that are not a big concern. This area here out near the Cabo Verde Islands has a low end 10-20% chance of developing over the next couple of days' time. There's an area in the open Atlantic on that right side of your screen. Doesn't look like much, but it has a low end chance of development. But last, certainly not least, this is an area. It had some decent convection yesterday. Watch how like south of Hispaniola, like it looked decent. And then it kind of got jumpy. And then this is not tropically. Now, that said, it moves into the southern Gulf of Mexico, the Bay of Campeche. This is an area that you can't sleep on. This is an area that gets there it, it has an opportunity to develop. Models are really not gung ho on it, but it's something to watch, right? So we'll watch it. But you know, models are guidance, not gospel. And so we do need to watch this. Not even just for us, but like everybody in the Gulf Coast. So let's take a look and just kind of see where we're at in terms of the models, okay? This is the American GFS model. This is the most recent run of the American GFS model. All right, we're just going to roll through time here. I'll even bring it full screen. You don't need to see mine ugly mug. But notice, Friday, Saturday, there's that area of low pressure off the coast of like Texas, Louisiana. It's been sitting there. Nothing enormous. It's just kind of sloppy weather. And then you get this piece of energy into the Bay of Campeche right there. That's 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. And it's, this is the operational GFS. It doesn't really do much, but watch how it tries. It's just picking up on nothing organized. And then eventually, some of that maybe comes into like the big end. Right, this is the Debbie part of the long range pattern when we get into the end, kind of like this 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of the month. But you can see there, that's Monday morning, September 16th, something off the Outer Banks, something kind of north and east of Puerto Rico. And then, you kind of get something in the Gulf of Mexico around the 18th. That's the Debbie part of the pattern. Not overly strong, but a little something. Kind of working through Florida around the 18th, 19th. Something to watch. And that's kind of the very end, So to that point, the GFS isn't really going crazy. Let's go back. Let's look at the European here. Okay. Something off the coast of the Outer Banks, maybe. Just a lot of sloppy. I mean, there's like an old front that's just like developing these little pieces of energy along it. A lot of sloppy weather. Looking in the Gulf. I've not looked at this morning, so a little something east of us, a little something in the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, that's the 13th, something hanging out in the Gulf. The control run. Let's see here. Yeah, so something around the 14th along the northern Gulf Coast, maybe, according to the Euro. Yeah. Now let's look at the ensemble. I'm particularly curious to look at the ensembles because when everything is so weak like this, you really need to see multi members. Man, just not much doing here. Yeah, Southern Gulf, Bay of Campeche. There's some ensemble support for something, right? Not a ton, but a couple of these ensemble members are showing it. Elliot's asking, do we sip the coffee when Eric says game that somebody developed? It wasn't my thing, but yeah, some people have said to do that. All right, so that's the GFS. Not a whole lot, which is fine. Totally fine by me. Let's switch over to the European ensemble. All right, crossing into the Gulf. Now, the European probably has a little bit more coming to life here, right? Yeah. The 13th. There's the 15th, 17th. Just not a lot. There's some activity, just not a lot of activity. Totally good with me. Totally good. Let's keep this going, man. Let's keep this going. So anyway, this is an area that we'll have to watch. No big deal there though. Works for me. Keep it quiet. All right. Questions, comments, concerns about the tropics? I love this. If we can keep it this way, so love this. So love this. All right. That said, I mean, our local forecast is staying pretty active, right? 7-day forecast showing storms. Now, I will add lots of things happening around town, right? Like, for example, UCF football Saturday. I'm going to be bringing ponchos. Really did well for the New Hampshire game, but I can't promise the weather's going to stay as perfect for Sam Houston. I'm just going to be honest with you. The storms are going to be around. Can't promise it's going to be perfect. So keep that in mind. Then there's the Gator game. Checking out the forecast for that. Samford heading to town. For the Gator game, it's more storms for tailgate than for kickoff, given kind of your positioning. But yeah, and then for high school football, it says tonight. I don't know why it says tonight. It shouldn't say tonight. Whatever. You get the idea. People, you get the idea. Okay? All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Yenter it up. What do we got? Lots of storms. What we got? Spaceship. Oh, there's a rocket launch this morning. Yeah, I would love to be skirting the TFR for that rocket launch today. It's in the 9 o'clock hour. Oh, they moved it. Dang it. Yeah, I'm not going to make that. Okay, 12:55. No, I'm doing the noon then. So, oh well. All right, not doing that. Yeah, 70% chance of good weather. There you go. All right. Other questions, comments, concerns? Mark says, Eric, I've watched you for a couple months wanting and in Miami heading to Dominican Republic for vacation. Thanks for the updates on the tropics. Of course, Mark, and thank you for the kind words, buddy. I appreciate that. That's what we've already been doing. Ignoring. Yes, I understand. I understand. Edgar's asking, when does the cold front start? So, good question. And the loose answer to this is during the month of September, we usually get a. I'm not going to say we're going to get a taste, but we usually get a little taste. A little. It's you don't see anything on this 7-day forecast, so at least for now, don't get too carried away. Oh, we've been yentering it up, not ignoring. Got it. Okay, got it. Terry, thank you. Thank you. Will says, go Sam Houston. Hey, that's all right. We're allowed to cheer for whomever we want. Blue Goose waiting on the wet week and such up here in Northeast Florida. Yeah. And says, hope we get some of the rain here in Daytona. Coastal showers in this pattern are in the morning, and then it all wants to move inland later on. So there you go. Taylor, it's just been a while. Are we getting a hurricane in Denellen? Thankfully, I don't think we're going to today or tomorrow get a hurricane in Denellen. That's the good news. That's the good news. All right. Let's see here. Ting Ting Diago, good morning. Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? How we looking? Everybody good? Are we good? Everything good? Vicky, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Oh, fun. Well, come down and play. Would you? Would you come down and play? All right. That's all I got, I guess. It's pretty nice and quiet. I'm gonna go have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go fly for a couple minutes, and then I will see you for West 2 News at noon and 4. I'll be on TV today. We'll do our thing. Sound good? Sound good. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you guys for hanging out for coffee talk. Hopefully the signal wasn't terrible. Hopefully. Take care. We'll see y'all later. Sound good? All right.